Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of January 30th, 2021. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. I'm Caleb Black. That's our in-studio producer, the Mighty Max Fury, and it's time for Bracket 3 of the Who's the GOAT tournament. Watch the videos from last week. I don't want to explain it. Bunch of names already been out. Bunch of names already gone. We're going to keep this train rolling.
Two names that have went through are Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton.
Yes. So, Maximus, who starts?
Hit us with it.
All right. Just real quick. Just wrote down a random 64 names, and then they all got broke down into
For video's sake, numbers we picked were at random of our own picks.
Yep.
Names have not been seen.
Nope,
Numbers
we don't
have
know
not
who we're
been
getting.
seen.
We don't know who we're defending. Who we're making arguments for.
Okay, let's start it off. Bracket number 3.
Okay, hold on. We got to flip a coin to see who gets to go first.
You won. You got to call it.
Go ahead. Heads.
Ted.
All right.
Look at you.
I defer. Give
All right.
Caleb first.
I'm starting up,
All right.
motherfucker.
Caleb.
Yo, what?
It's
Fuck.
going to be good.
Starting this one off big.
Let's get it.
And I mean, it's the big show.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give you 60 seconds starting now.
The world's largest athlete made a seamless transition from WCW, where he was a numerous-time world's heavyweight champion, was a figurehead in the NWO, and the motherfucking Giant, baby, makes his WWF debut featured against who other than the biggest star in wrestling, Stone Cold Steve Austin, with undoubtedly one of the coolest debut appearances ever, literally tearing apart a ring and throwing a dude through a steel cage. Has been world champion numerous times, is responsible for many, many memorable moments, pushing a semi over, destroying the ring with a superplex with Brock Lesnar, one of the only legitimate buffers for Brock Lesnar when he made his return. The Big Show, baddest man with the big right hand. What more can you say about Paul White?
Got 10 seconds.
Other than the fact that, yes, for those reasons alone, the world's largest athlete at 7 foot 500 pounds is the GOAT.
Okay.
Time, motherfucker!
This should be interesting.
Okay, this should be interesting. We've got none other than John Bradshaw Leaf.
Ooh!
Okay.
I wish I'd had that one.
I know.
All right.
I know you did.
Yeah, you're... Now!
He's Bradshaw. Had a fucked up hat. I'm kidding. No, one of the baddest, most legitimate men in professional wrestling. Had one of the best undisputed title reigns in the modern era, if you ask me. Quality matches with people like Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, the Big Show in the first ever barbed wire steel cage match. Undertaker feuded with the Undertaker for months. On top of that, in one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the APA. The one tag team that you didn't fuck with when it come to professional wrestling. You know, of course, he started as Justin Hawk Bradshaw and moved on to just Bradshaw and the New Black Jack's Bradshaw. Bradshaw is by far one of the best color commentators, one of the best champions of professional wrestling history, especially in the later years of the WWE, in my opinion. Also could get heat without even...
Time!
Based on those arguments alone,
Yeah.
I had to go with JBL.
Yeah, I'm with it, baby.
JBL,
I'm with it.
And keep in mind, up there, I'm thinking about things. What have they done for the business?
Yeah.
Their wrestling abilities. They take everything into
So
consideration.
sick with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Good argument, baby.
Yeah, we got to go with JBL on that one.
All right.
It's hard to try to refrain from giving all the information because I know I've got to go through
Yeah, I was
rounds.
just thinking,
right.
too, like,
Okay.
damn it, I wish I would have got
See,
JBL.
Luke, you won that one.
Yep.
Call
Heads.
it.
Heads.
And it's heads again.
I defer again.
All right.
Oh
Caleb,
boy.
Who we got?
Chavo Guerrero.
Ooh,
Okay,
not the name I
okay.
expected, but all right, I'll see what I can do with that.
And go.
Chavo Guerrero, a member of the notorious Guerrero family, numerous time tag team champion with several partners, relative to being what is a legitimate and genuine tag team technician. Took responsibility for John Cena on the road and was part of, along with Eddie Guerrero, a lot of John Cena's unmitigated success. And he did that as a locker room leader for several people. Never won a major independent championship until he became ECW World Champion. But you have to consider, too, they needed a reliable, dependable hand to run a brand that was obscure, that a lot of people didn't see. And Chavo was that guy. Name value alone. He's a fucking Guerrero. They lie, they cheat, they steal. And he been lying, cheating, and stealing for the better part of 25 years and still going. Was a figurehead of Lucha Underground, another obscure, unknown promotion that he helped.
time. Good argument, though, bro. Good argument.
That was good.
Thank you.
This one's, I think, this is going to be argument-based. Luke, you've got Sable.
Oh! Fuck you!
Okay. All right.
And your time starts right now.
Sable. Okay. WWF Women's Champion numerous times.
Big tits.
Her rivalry with Jacqueline was the focal point of the women at the time.
Big tits.
Was the first crossover for WWF to take place in Playboy magazine, which was still today the top-selling magazine in Playboy history. Also, was the most downloaded woman in the year of 1998. Most downloaded woman. That's impressive. Was wrestled men when that wasn't a thing. Her and Edge taking on Mark Merrow and Jacqueline at Survivor Series. Powerbombing a man was the first time we've ever seen anything like that done. Sable, of course, is the wife of Brock Lesnar, and I'm not going to say anything bad about Sable.
That man a baby.
Even if I lose this, it's on you.
First of all, I didn't know that she was married to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Argument based alone, yeah, I think it's got to go to Chavo.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I would have felt upset if it didn't.
I do love Sable.
And I want to point out, because I did mention before, those were Big Show was number 27, JBL was number 14, JBL won, and then Chavo was number 41,
You know what
and
that
Sable
means,
was number
don't you?
47.
Means I get to argue for Bradshaw yet again.
Against Chavo. Ain't that about bitch? All right, let's kick it up, baby. Yes, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, well,
Luke?
Take a move.
Watch this.
I won that one, so I get to call it.
Oh, yeah, you did win that one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that was Caleb.
Yeah.
My bad, I wrote that down wrong.
See? Rigged! Rigged! It's all rigged!
All right.
I love how it looks like the motion over here, but they can't see you grab that water bottle and throw it.
Heads.
And it's tails.
Rigged!
Again.
Rigged! It's all rigged!
And I defer to Caleb. I would rather go second.
All right, Caleb.
So I know what I'm up against.
You have got the world's largest athlete, not the Big Show, Mark Henry.
I mean, the world's strongest man.
The world's strongest man.
Oh, this is going to be good. I like Mark Henry. And we'll go to the 15.
Yeah.
And go.
A world champion in 2 legitimate sports, including powerlifting. A legitimate Olympic powerlifter and champion, and an Olympic super heavyweight who made a seamless transition as a black man in the 90s into professional wrestling. Was the powerhouse of the Nation of Domination alongside members like Farouk, who were notorious for being strong. Has multiple times come back from what most would consider career-ending injuries regarding tendons in his legs and his knees. Not to mention, people forget this, has main evented pay-per-views against The Undertaker and Kurt Angle, respectively. Kurt Angle and Mark Henry, in fact, were the main event of one of the Royal Rumbles when Kurt Angle was world champion. He's a main eventer, he's a legend, and also goes out of his way to be an ambassador for the business, works specially with kids groups, animals groups, and minority groups, uses Busted Open Radio as his platform to spread the word about those groups, and gives
time. Good argument. I love Mark Henry, man.
So
he didn't mention Cena, though. He main evented with Cena that year, too.
You would pick number 50. That was Mark Henry. Luke, I'm very, very curious to hear your argument on this one. You picked number 8, Big E Langston.
Oh, for sure.
Damn, good
For
one.
sure, okay.
And your time starts. 40, 3, 2, 1, go!
Big E Langston, a member of probably one of the best trios in professional wrestling in the modern era. not to mention, was the first big man to hold the NXT Heavyweight Championship and was the monster of that federation. When he left there, he teamed with Dolph Ziggler. He had a quick run with the Intercontinental title, which a lot of people don't talk about nowadays. He played the bodyguard angle. When the bodyguard angle started to go stale, he jumped in with the New Day. As the New Day, they do countless work for children's organizations. They reach out. They do their own he had his own podcast. At this moment, he is the current reigning Intercontinental Champion with a rocket strapped to his back, if you ask me, with a potential Royal Rumble win tomorrow night, Rumble weekend. He's never had a bad word to say about anybody in professional wrestling, and that's actually really hard to do nowadays.
Time.
I was trying not to use everything right out the hammer.
Good argument.
Yes, very well, very good argument.
That's a match I'd like to see too.
Oh yeah,
and given everything that Mark Henry has offered to the business, then everything that Big E has offered, and yet still has to offer. In that case, I think I have to go with Big E.
That's a fair point.
That's fair.
That's a more than fair point because he's not done yet. So
and what a lot of people don't realize is that Big E is a 9-year pro.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in the WWE for 9 years now. You don't realize it. But
also, Mark Henry, one of Big E's mentors.
Yeah.
So
is
that makes sense? Yeah.
Was that the last of the quarterfinals?
No, we have one more.
One more.
Okay, we might have to put that on another video.
No, we got time.
We got time. Okay,
we'll
shoot.
Make it quick. All right.
Heads.
It's heads.
Defer. Oh, that's pretty good.
This one's my favorite.
All right,
Caleb.
Yo.
HBK. Number 3.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Royal Rumble winner of Elimination Chamber match, world champion, made 2 perfect returns to the ring after multiple year hiatuses. The first time after his back injury, suffering from the Undertaker, returning in the mid 2000s to what was supposed to be a limited run, ended up working for another full-time schedule for like the next 7 years. Was out of the business for almost 10 years until last year, returning to the business for one specialty match. 3 injuries, the other 3 guys in the match get hurt, and he carried the entire match on his back. A member of the clique that revolutionized and changed the business for good or for worse, or whatever people think. Changed the way the business was ran, changed the way the business was marketed. Came back from a lifetime of addiction, adversity, and issues to find God, get himself together, and come back and be at the absolute best and pinnacle of himself. No better than HBK.
Time.
This is going to be interesting. Luke, you picked I didn't write it down. You picked John Cena.
Ooh. Your time starts now.
John Cena. What can be said about John Cena? Make-A-Wish. Probably one of the most... Well, actually, he is the person who's granted the most.
Yep.
Not only his work with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, his work with several different children's charities. He is, with the exception of The Rock, Hollywood's biggest name to come out of professional wrestling. He is multi-time WWE champion. As a matter of fact, he has tied Ric Flair's record of world championship
WWE
wins. Yes, acknowledged. The acknowledged record. Main evented countless WrestleManias. Won 2 Royal Rumble matches. Puts on a show regardless if it's a house show, a Raw, a SmackDown, or a pay-per-view. Puts in the exact amount, the equal amount of play in all of those facets. John Cena, there's not a whole lot you could really... I mean, a rap album. He's pretty much... I want to get...
Get into the nitty-gritty.
Now, again, that was you picked number 4. That's John Cena. And how do you argue the two of those? Like, that was as good as you can.
That's a big matchup.
Everything Shawn Michaels has offered to the business, still offering the business.
As a coach at NXT.
John Cena, for the simple sake that Shawn Michaels is still related in the business, and John Cena took off for a different career, I think I got to go Shawn Michaels over John Cena.
Can't argue that, guys. The rest of this matchup is going to be in the next video, so make sure you stay tuned, because it's time to figure out quarterfinal brackets. Who's the GOAT? Stay tuned, motherfucker.